Now this is probably going to be a pretty quick video, but as you read by the title, a few Mandalorian and Grogu movie sets have leaked, and these sets are going to be officially revealed on Thursday morning, just a few days from now, so it's really not that urgent. However, I still thought I might as well get on here and give my thoughts on them briefly. But the first one is 75447, the Razor Crest, with 930 pieces and a retail price of $150, and it will be releasing on May 1st. And the first thing I gotta say is, holy crap, that is some of the best looking box art I think I've ever seen before. The dark blue space background along with the dark blue box art just makes the ship pop, and it just looks so crisp and clean. I mean, I can't really put it into words, but it looks great. But moving on to this next picture here, you can get a better look at the build, and not to state the obvious, but this doesn't look like a $150 build. For one, I don't know if this is just me or if it's just the angle of this picture, but the set looks really scrunched up and short, if that makes sense, at least in this angle. I don't really know what's going on here, but it looks like it should be longer than this, because the 2020 model definitely doesn't look scrunched up and short like this, which was $140 by the way. So yeah, I don't really know what's going on here. I hope it's just the angle of this picture, but if it's actually scrunched up like this, that'll kind of suck. Aside from that though, I do have to say, I think the bright yellow markings actually look really good. And that's assuming that the yellow on the stickers is actually going to match the yellow that's of the pieces, which it probably won't, but at least in the render it looks really good. You can also see a pretty large cockpit windshield piece right there that I assume is printed. If those are stickers, that'd be pretty crazy, so I assume it's printed. And then as you can see here, it includes 5 minifigures, if you count Grogu as a complete minifigure, which honestly for $150 is not the greatest. But on the bright side, as you can see here, we get Zeb, and holy crap, he looks amazing. He's got printed arms along with dual molded legs and a very nice looking face print, and also just the violet and the blue complement each other so well. I know it's a bit early to say this, but this honestly looks like it might be one of the best minifigures that releases this year. On top of that, as you can see here, we also have a Stormtrooper with the new pauldron piece, which is cool despite the Stormtrooper still using the Family Guy helmet. But then underneath him, as you can see here, we have the new Grogu, an up close picture of it. And I have to say, this is such a good improvement over the one they've been using for the past few years. He's actually got prints on him. It looks like his head might be able to turn. I'm not sure though, but it looks a lot better. I'm happy they made an updated one. And then in this last picture, as you can see here, it looks like the whole entire Razor Crest can open up to reveal a pretty puny looking interior. I'm not gonna lie. The one from 2020 had a pretty roomy interior that could fit a fair amount of figures. However, this one compared to that one looks to be a little bit cramped. So yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm feeling too positive about this. But overall, this set is clearly downsized and overpriced. I mean, who would have guessed? But hey, I mean, I guess the Zeb minifigure looks great and the yellow markings are pretty cool, right? Next up here, we have 75444 ATRT Attack with 297 pieces and a retail price of $45. And well, the first thing I have to say is that build-wise, on the bright side, it looks like it includes more than the 327th Battle Pack, that being 2 actual builds compared to just 1 build in the other set. However, still $45, absolutely crazy for this thing, ridiculous. But as it goes for the content in this set, the ATRT looks a bit strange. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but it clearly looks like a different version, maybe, just not the ATRT we're used to. Maybe this is some type of Imperial ATRT that just looks different. But then we also have this Hoth Echo Base looking turret right here, which looks pretty solid except for the stud shooters on the top. I am not a fan of how those look, but the bottom of the turret looks good, especially the terrain built around it. I think that's awesome. But then on top of that, there's an Imperial hover tank pilot commanding it, or what looks like an Imperial hover tank pilot. On the box, it says Imperial Remnant ATRT driver. But yeah, despite it having a different name, I mean, I guess you could kind of say the Imperial hover tank pilot is returning here. And then of course, you also have the Mandalorian and Grogu, and this Grogu is actually different from the other one. He doesn't have that big disc printed on his chest, so I guess it's nice to see that we're going to be getting 2 different versions. But then lastly, we have the Buildable Grogu, set number 75446, with 1,200 pieces and a retail price of $130. I do not care about this set at all. I am tired of Buildable Grogus. We have gotten so many of them. I'm honestly tired of the buildable characters in general, but Grogu is definitely the one that has to go first. And I already ranted about this in a previous leak video that a lot of you guys probably watched, but again, I'm just tired of Buildable Grogus. And it actually looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say it looks bad. This is definitely probably going to be the best Buildable Grogu they've made, but I'm just tired of them, so I'm not going to be paying any attention to this set. Anyways though, guys, those are the 3 sets that have a few leaked images. Again, these 3 sets plus one other set, that being Babu Frick's ship, are officially getting revealed on Thursday morning, and I'll probably make another video then. But as for now, I just wanted to briefly give my thoughts on these leaks, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you're new, please consider subscribing, and if you want to check out more of my videos, you can see them on the screen right now.